So there's a magic moment for me, and probably for other writers as well, when the story that you're writing suddenly seems to come to life, as if the stars align and synchronicity blazes, and suddenly what you've been chipping away at emerges as a story that actually wants to be told. So Exodus is my third thriller novel, and it's based around the hunt for the Ark of the Covenant as the Middle East counts down to a religious war. It is a sort of action-adventure thriller. It's not like Indiana Jones, but I've actually done a lot of research into where the Ark could have been or could be, and also a lot of conspiracy theories and other things that have all come together in the mix. And all of that's been composting in my head for about 6 months. Now I have my series characters in place. Dr. Morgan Sierra, the psychologist who specialises in religious psychology, and ARKANE, the secret British government agency that investigates religious mysteries. Now I've got them in place, I've got this broad idea, but I've kind of been writing words without there being a really coherent story. I had a broad outline, but really I'm kind of writing by the seat of my pants, as they say. So I'm kind of a half plotter, half pantser. But what happened yesterday was this moment where lots of things crystallised at once. So first of all, I visited the United Grand Lodge of England. Yes, the Freemasons. You can actually go on a tour of this place and go into the Grand Temple, and the symbolism there, there are these great bronze doors on which is carved the Ark of the Covenant, and there's all kinds of symbolism there that all the stuff I was been reading kind of crystallised into part of the story. And then after going to the Grand Lodge and kind of being inspired by all of this imagery, I went to a spin class, so a cycling class at the gym, and kind of an hour sitting there sweating away, but really doing something that wasn't writing. Suddenly I had this kind of epiphany of how the book was going to change and progress. And I had all those ideas before, but they hadn't really crystallised into the plot, which was suddenly emerged. It really was like that, and it was like a magic moment. And I sort of like hurried out the spin class and went and wrote down a few things to remind me of what I'd thought about. But it was just this exciting time where I realised that there is a really quite a good story there that's going to intrigue people and entertain people, and is an original spin on the Ark of the Covenant, which has been told in stories for a long time, but it still fascinates me. So I am 40,000 words into Exodus now, into the first draft, but suddenly I can get the next 40,000 down without too much of a problem. I just need to get the words out, but I know where it's going, so there'll be, you know, I'll just run through the first draft really and get those words out. Then I'll be moving into the editing phase. But yeah, I wanted to tell you about this moment that happened, the synchronicity of lots of things coming together at once. And I think perhaps this is true of many writers, where you compost ideas for a long time and then suddenly have a moment of clarity. So you'll have to wait for the book if you want to find out more about the Ark of the Covenant, but you can find me at jfpenn.com.